Ariseji Chukwueze. Then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my gatas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversity, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row. And here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw is gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They called that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. There's McCormick. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Regular. Run. Hurry.
Now Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's third down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Alert. Good.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Point it right. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action. Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
St. Brown seemingly catches everything, including that first down. Brought in 106 passes last season and is tied for the most catches ever in a player's first 2 years. Not sure how he fell to day 3 of the draft, nor is he. And the Lions, they found themselves a franchise receiver.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
4 down.
Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Gibbs straight ahead, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. It's Goff. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. At their own 15-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to it.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Hand off now to Gibbs. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions 35, Buccaneers nothing. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, Mayfield airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Ricky Williams on the coverage.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Done.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Lions.
Now it's Gibbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Goff now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, 5. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
4th down to give to Gibbs. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Run, run, run.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield on play action. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Cornell.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defensive.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
76, tell him. 76. 76. What's that?
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert 33. Real. Let's go. Let's go.
Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 65 yards. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up. What's up?
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Toward the pylon, caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Goff going to throw it. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
Now Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again is Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.